Well, Jack's exposing the 4-inch pipe. That's our outlet. That's our plug hole. That's where our eco drainage is going to run to that point over there. But the patio is falling this way. Lucky enough, I think we've got enough depth. So we're going to be putting... This garage is going to be cladded, so we've got to make sure that we're off there. That's why we've put the timber on there at the moment, to make sure nothing goes against the garage. We've got to put a linear drainage system, eco drainage system on there, mitre around here, and then we've got to pick this downpipe off here when we put one in. Along here, eco drainage going this way, and we're going to have to put a T-piece underneath there, deep enough to run over that side. Jack's going to show us now. Jack, put your hand on the pipe, the 4-inch domestic pipe that goes under the garage and around the front and to the client's drainage system. So what we got to do, we're going to have to run from there, Jack. We're going to have to pick it up. It's only storm water, surface water, so we can put that possibly on a 90 bend. We could put it on a Y junction, so it comes off at like a 45, and to make it a little bit more slow. But it's not picking up solids, do you know what I mean? It's not for foul. It's not for foul, so it's only for water. So we have to run around the corner, and then just under here, under the taps, we've got a gully pot to put in there, and somehow we're going to have to connect that gully pot to this pipe work, because this pipe work is going to run all the way down here, as I said, and around the side. But on top of it is going to be an eco drainage system. Here we go. I'm with my mate, the Rock Johnson, over there. Yeah, we'll have 4 of those, and he's very helpful.
You might need 2 of those taken off then, because you don't need them, do you?
Have them just in case.
Take them just in case?
Yeah, and he's very helpful, and he's sorting out my domestic waste pipe out, and we're going through it thoroughly. As you can see, he's written everything down on his hand to make sure that he knows what he's got. He'll radio that through to head office now, which is in somewhere in Gibraltar. The Rock Johnson, there you are. No, we're doing all right though, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing all right. Well, that's what we've got to connect to. We've got to facilitate something for these taps with this gully pot. So we've got to come round here, we've got to try and connect it all. And the fall is going to go from this side, it's going to be falling this way. So we've got a downpipe there, a downpipe there. So here goes. Well, I'm going to show you, it's not pretty at the moment, but so that pipe needs to continue, and then we're going to, on the end of that pipe, we're going to put a 90 bend, and that's going to take the downpipe, that's going to bring the water off the roof. And then we've got this one here is going to be picking up the underside of the eco drainage, okay, because this is doing 2 things. It's picking up the water off the roof, and also the eco drainage where the water will come across this part of the garden and over to here. And you can see we've got the gully pot there. That one's going to be picking up a downpipe, gully pot for the taps, and then downpipe and for the bottom of the eco drainage there. Well, this is the patio that we graded. We've just put all the with easy grate, just put all the gravel around the outside, got the palms in over there and over here. And this garden does look amazing when the lights are on as well at night time. Well, here we are this morning, just a recap. So if you look at that string line there now, you can see the string line that runs from A to B. That represents the height of our paving. I'm out of breath here. There is a fall on that. So the idea is that the eco drainage is going to be at that string line level. So the top of the eco drainage is going to be at that level there. And it has to run into here to run back down that way. That's the only option that we have in this situation here. So what we've done now, we've got some stone in for a pipe bedding. It's not the perfect pipe bedding. Really, you want pea gravel because that's river eroded, and the water will follow the pipe run all the way around. I'll explain that later. But what we're doing now, we're putting some hardcore in here, some type 1 now. We're going to compact that, and then what we're going to do, we're going to be putting some concrete in to actually take the eco drainage. Unfortunately, we haven't got enough. We're a little bit short because of stocks in suppliers at the moment. But what we have to do, we have to make the level up to that string line. We are going to keep it 100 millimeters away from this batten here, because we don't want anything sitting on the back there when the cladding goes on as well. And our client may have to cut these battens down a little bit higher, really. So okay, so what we're doing, we've got to get on now this morning. Got a lot to do. So as you can see, we have along here now, we have this linear drainage system. We're nice and parallel with the garage, okay? In this gap on this side is going to be the board. The customer's going to be putting some boards down here, so we're going to have to backfill this with some gravel, okay? Because we don't want it to be touching. Unfortunately, that's how this is falling out with the levels we have on it. Very, very difficult, but we're away from the building. We're not going to have any transfer across. There's plenty of gravel down and pipe bedding below. And what we've also done, we've actually bedded these on a lean mix, okay? A lean mix, the same mix as what we use for laying the porcelain paving on. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we don't want to be going all the way up, but we're going to compact all this. We're going to give it a little bit of a spray. It is damp in the air at the moment, and that's usually enough. With a lean mix, you don't want to be putting too much water, because with the water, of course, the more water you add to concrete, the actual weaker it actually becomes. So by compacting it, it's going to be stronger. So we get on now and we'll explain. Oh, just to let you know, we haven't gone all the way up there because there's a down pipe going to be coming down into that corner, so we can't run it all the way through. But we're going to be speaking to our client about that soon. Jack has given that a good compaction now, and you can see that with a lean mix how good it is, because the compactor plate is bouncing. It's bouncing. That means it's nice and firm and it won't go down anymore. Always important to give it a light spray as well before you compact it. Bind it all together, and the water will set the little bit of cement that's in that lean mix off, creating a rigid paving system. You're doing it now, right? What's happened? Come on, tell me about the slab.
It broke.
Yeah, come and show the viewers what's happened, right? You can explain. You explain it's broke. Yeah, we're not trying to humiliate you, but what should happen? Like, let's go to the end. Let's have a look now. So you've got a fair bit on the end there, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what have we learnt about cutting porcelain?
Cut for the edges further down.
Yeah, and parallel, isn't it? All the way. All right. So we can do it again, are we?
No.
Big smile.
Try not to.
Big smile. Well, we're back on with the porcelain. I've got my knee pads on, so don't worry about it. Yes, we are getting wet, but that's absolutely fine. Ducks get wet. Our skin is waterproof, Jack informs me. So what we're doing now, we're laying porcelain again, porcelain planks, 1.2 by 300. And we are having to use these, not having to use, but we are using these 4mm spacers. Yeah, 4mm. And if you look down here, come by me here, Carl, you'll be able to show our viewers the tolerances that we're actually working with. Come nice and close, look down on there, and you can see here. Okay, that's, look, Kyle actually marked and cut, he marked that one, and look how parallel it is. If it is a little bit out, what we do, we just grind it down a little bit with the ECD 115. What we're going to be doing now, because we're pulling out of this corner and we're coming on the wider part, is that we're going to be doing all these little cuts at a later date. We're clearing the Mac up as we go, and we're going to be doing those cuts so we'll be able to go down there very, very easily. Because what we're doing at the moment, we're doing the cut as we go. Is it the best thing to do? I don't really know, but what we want to be able to do, it's drizzling at the moment, so we want to get some paving down, want to get the bulk of paving down, so when the client comes back they can see that we've got on. So there we go. Well, there we go. We got going eventually. We burned the blade out. The blade, there's a little bit more left. It come to its lifespan, so that's it. But what I've been doing now, just giving it a little bit of a wash down, and I was able to walk on this side because I laid those yesterday. And with these long planks, these wide planks, I'm able to reach in certain parts and get on the brush without walking onto the middle. Just making sure that some of the slurry primer is not sticking on the face. It does happen occasionally. You've got to make sure you wash the client's windows down, because what's going to happen is you're going to, if you just show the window, Jack, we've got to make sure that we don't get nothing over there or on his brick, his newly painted rendered wall. So look at it, it looks absolutely fantastic. Really, really pleased with it. And I wasn't quite sure of the picture frame initially, but over the width of the area and laying these planks at a diagonal gives it an illusion of width and making it look a lot more wider. And you will see as we progress this picture frame we got on the perimeter, I believe it will just fall into place. So that's it. The other thing that we've made sure today, which you've got to make sure with all jobs, is this is not a forgiving product. You've got to make sure you don't get any lipping, and lipping is when you have one paving just a little bit higher. Now there is a self-leveling system out there, several self-leveling systems out there, and you screw it down and it pulls the planks up and it realigns it. But my only concern about that is that when you start using these self-leveling systems, you've got the squeezy clip system as well, that you are pulling a slab off, and you know there's that possibility you're not going to have a full bed underneath. So what we do, don't we, Jack? We lay the slab first dry, we take the slab up, don't we?
Yeah.
And then what do we do then?
Slurry them and relay them.
Slurry it and then relay it. And it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And there's no lipping at all with this. And the other thing with this is that we've got a fall going that way, we've got a fall going this way, and when you're using these 1.2 by 300 planks, you haven't got a lot to play with. So I'm going to get this video out tonight. If you've enjoyed this video, this vlog on how to lay porcelain paving, and if you have any questions, please subscribe or drop us an email at info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. And many thanks to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. 10,000 subscribers now, so it's a big feat for me. So really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.